Now, I told you before that Jesus named me a son of thunder, but I didn't tell you why. Well, to be honest, I never knew until I experienced a heavenly view of things that you know as the book of Revelation. See, Jesus cried out in a loud voice 7 times, and each time it made the thunder of heaven echo. All we could see was a simple event on earth, but it was an event that shook the heavens, and the thunder declared the eternal consequences. It thundered at his birth, there in the fields outside of Bethlehem, while Jesus took his first breath and cried, and the midwife exclaimed, "It's a boy!" The heavens echoed back, "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. Emmanuel." The thunder sounded at his baptism. When Jesus come up out of the water, a voice from heaven spoke and said, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Hear ye him." And the angels sang, "It is the Christ. God has come to save, Yeshua." In the temple, Jesus called out in a loud voice, "Let anyone who is thirsty come to me and drink." And the heavens cried out, "It is the Spirit of God. He has come to give gifts to mankind, grace." At the tomb of Lazarus, Jesus called out, "Lazarus, come forth." And the heavens replied, "It is the life from God. Death is foiled forever. Life." And when Jesus was on the cross, he cried out in a loud voice, "Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani." And the heavens answered, "It is the justice of God. He has rejected his own Son because of sin. Justice." And as Jesus gave up his spirit there on the cross, he cried out in a loud voice, "It is finished." And the heavens declared, "It is the end of God. His blood has paid the penalty in full. Wrath." Jesus prayed, knowing his time to die was at hand. He prayed not to be delivered from that hour, but that the Father would glorify his name. And the thunder replied, "I have already brought it glory, and I will do so again." And the heavens responded, "It is the glory of God. Glory." So, when that mighty angel, who looked strangely familiar, robed in a cloud, rainbow over his head, face like the sun, fiery legs, scroll in his hand, voice like the roar of a lion. See what I mean, Vern? When he stood with his right foot on the sea and his left foot on the land, and he yelled out with all authority, "There will be no more delay." The heavens echoed back in reply together, each of them repeating what they'd said before. "Emmanuel, Jesus, grace, life, justice, wrath, glory." And then the face of Michael the archangel lit up like he had just solved the puzzle he'd been working on for ages. Like the face of a fisherman when he finally gets him a nibble after all them hours of waiting. And the commander of the heavenly armies calls out to the angelic warriors, "Let's roll!" And the 7 thunders rolled in unison, and it's a thunder like no other on earth. Together they all declare, "Complete! Let the wedding feast begin!" And it was clear that God was going to have his wedding party at long last. Forever. He would have him a people, and he would be their God, and they lived happily ever after. Really. Forever. And that's where you and I come in.